Okay, in the light of Halloween, in the light of Halloween being around the corner, I just wanted to briefly touch base with all of you. I don't know if everybody has Halloween actually, but I know that in North America and in some place in Europe, yes, we do have Halloween coming up. All right, who's here? Hello. Just time, okay. Just me. Thank you for connecting. See how many more people are jumping aboard here. The sun is kind of glaring on my device here. But yes, in the light of Halloween, what I wanted to say briefly and touch note is that we actually have this, this belief, I should say, that spirits and souls and all that only exist in like human form or in animal form, but we totally disregard plants and trees. And I'm here to tell you that plants and trees also have spirits. Yes, you heard me correct. Everything has a soul because everything is energy. Anything that you see that is alive, in the sense that we know it as being alive, has definitely a soul. Okay? Awesome. Hello, my friend from Langley, BC. Okay, Miss Fancy is here. Let's see who else is here. Greetings, my friend. A lot of you are connecting. Just me? Yes, you will have the opportunity to ask me questions. Absolutely. Not a problem. So, yes, like as I was saying, in light of Halloween being around the corner, I don't know, I just wanted to do this live and just to remind people that everything living actually has a soul, everything living actually has a spirit, and everything else around us, believe it or not, in some form or another, still has some form of consciousness in it, okay, or awareness. And it is all energy, of course, and as being a soul being, there you are. Rick is here. Rick is in the house. Good afternoon. How are you today? Thank you for connecting, Rick. I'm doing very, very well. I hope you're doing well as well. And I trust you're doing well, actually. And I see quite a few people are jumping here as well. And as I was saying, these spirits are actually no different than us. So we can actually even learn how to connect with spirits from trees or plants, because it's all the same. All right. Halloween, yes. My favorite holiday of spirits and souls. Thank you for mentioning this. The reason for this, actually, that's actually a good thing that you just posted here, that you said. The reason for this is not necessarily that more spirits come around and they create more awareness towards us that they are around, but what happens is our level of awareness towards them raises during these times, just because we get into this festive activity, right? And we get into this festive mind frame, and we see all these decorations around us, and we see all that beautiful stuff going on. And as a result, our awareness towards them expands, it grows, and in some cases we expect to see them, or we expect to hear something from them, or we expect to feel something. And in a lot of cases, what happens is our expectations come to fruit, I might say, okay, because spirits are always around us, souls are always around us, and when we validate them, when we try to connect with them, they just love it, because they're always trying to connect with us. Actually, we're just paying more attention to them. Thank you for sharing that, guys. If you want, you can absolutely share this live with as many people as you like. You can also hit a follow if you're not already following me on TikTok. And you can also hit a follow on YouTube and Instagram as well, because I do post different things at different platforms at different times. So let's see what else is happening here. Good day to all. Okay, Duarte is on board as well. Hello, hello. So Rick is saying it's always so inspiring to see you. One giant hug. Love you. You know what, Rick? I hope you felt it. I love you too. You are so wonderful. It is people like yourself that inspire me, Rick, to do even more things, not just on videos, but live things and all that other wonderful stuff, because it's just your connection, right? Your connection is what makes me do things. That's awesome. Thank you. So, we the Orthodox have similar day for the souls, says United Macedonia. Thank you for connecting. So, are you back home or are you still in Greece? I'm curious, because I know that you did travel down to Greece. Thank you for mentioning that to me. And I agree, yes, Orthodox do have similar things. Another beautiful one, trees can hear us. Indeed, yes, they can. 1000%. Not only can they hear us, they can also feel our energy. And believe it or not, they have even conducted different tests. Science is starting to catch on in a lot of areas, actually. They have conducted some tests and they have seen, for example, you could have a plant in one room and somebody has a different plant in the other corner of the room or whatever, and you might just try to damage the plant, like cut its leaf or something like that, right? And they actually send distress signals to the other plants. There is a way to hear these distress signals, of course, but if you're in tune with them, you don't need any equipment because you can automatically just feel it. Just P says, Deja Vu, you told me that it's from another dimension. Can you talk more about that? Okay, so you want to talk about the Deja Vu. Yeah, so a lot of times what happens is that everything happens in the now. Okay, there's no past, there's no future, there's only now. This is where your true power is. Thanks for asking that, by the way. And since everything is happening in the now, let's say you, I'll bring myself for example. There's a version of me sitting here having a live with you right now, having a cup of coffee. There's another version of me not doing this live. There's another version of me doing something else, and so on, because the possibilities of what you are doing, and every time you choose to do something different, are infinite, okay? And what happens when all these possibilities play out, okay, there's a part of you, because this is all you to begin with, that connects with that other dimension, because I call them dimensions, right? This is the deja vu where it kicks in. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So the same thing is happening somewhere else, maybe slightly different, but it's for you it's like you're remembering something, but in reality you're just reliving something. I hope that clarifies it for you. Eric is asking, is reincarnation real? 1000%. Yes, thank you for asking that. Reincarnation is very, very real. I know some religions have a different opinion on it, but this is beyond any debate, especially with so many of us remembering past lives, so many of us just having out-of-body experiences, so many of us having near-death experiences, and we just come back with amazing information. So yes, reincarnation is very, very real. It is beyond doubt, okay? Regardless of, science so far can't really establish it, but one day they will, believe me. It is very real. So, it's that in the same time. Yes, it is in the same time. Absolutely. So, United Macedonia says, okay, still home traveling on 8th of November. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, what is the difference in time? So time is just a man-made concept on this planet, if you may, okay? And time exists for a reason here on this planet, because without time, you wouldn't be able to experience it like living in a linear concept, okay? But in reality, the way it works in other realities or beyond time is like crossing the street. Let's say you are, on one side of the street, then you cross to the other. You can go back and forth, different dimensions, and anything you want to do. That's how things really are. But here we want to experience it in linear time just because we want to grow that way. We want to evolve that way. So, Miss Fancy says, love the energy, and I'm comforted by knowing my ancestors are all around me. Indeed they are. They definitely are. What else do we have here? So in our culture, for an old tree to be cut, we do a ritual to appease the spirits of that tree. See, awesome. Yeah, so this spirit thing, especially if you come back from native traditions, a lot of Native American traditions have this strong connection. Of course, there's other cultures as well, don't get me wrong, that have a lot of traditions. But yes, this is a direct example. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Miss PB is here. Good evening, my friend. Thank you for joining. Love you guys. Yes, thank you. Okay. So when I connect to the trees, they show me their stories and give me answers too. Yes, do art. They can. The thing is, a lot of times what happens is when we connect, let's say, with a tree or a plant, we do get messages, okay? But we have to be able to slow our mind down to the point where we can pick up and receive these messages. And a lot of times we might think that this is just our imagination running wild, but I can assure you it is not your imagination. You are picking up messages. You just gotta trust in it. Trust the process. Thank you for reminding me, and thank you for that comment, Duarte. So United Macedonia says, please sir, what about smoking a cigarette? I know that is harmful, but how to quit? Well, there's many ways to quit, of course. The best way to do so is, you've already mentioned it here, you are aware that it's doing something harmful to your body. So the fact that you are aware of it, already you are one step ahead. The next step would be to simply be more aware, not just when you smoke, but be more aware in your everyday life. What does this do? What this does is actually ground you in the present moment. And when your brain is grounded in the present moment, it doesn't have room to think about other stuff, and it doesn't have room to actually listen or obey to its addictions. Okay, so be more present, and trust me, this will be very helpful for you. Miss BB, why could I feel my dad and brother near me? How can I experience it? Oh, wish I could feel my dad and brother near me. So the best way to do this is simply sit somewhere quietly, okay, in peace, preferably in a dim room, okay, not too dark, just dim, and preferably alone, of course. Don't consume, I'm just saying, don't consume any alcohol or any drugs or anything like that. Not that you are, I'm just saying in general now for people, just because you don't want to have an interaction with them when you're slowing your mind down. That's the only reason, okay? And then you simply visualize your father and your brother. And when you visualize them in a happy environment, happy place. So visualize them as if, they're happy or smiling or laughing or something like that. And the minute you do that, trust me, they will appear most likely in your mind's eye. But don't be shocked if you see some kind of a silhouette appearing out of nowhere as well. But most of the case, it's in your mind, or it is a feeling that you get, or it's like a download or a thought that comes to you. You can start having a conversation in this way, and trust me, this conversation would be really, really real. It's not too far off than what psychics do, and trust me, everybody has these abilities and capabilities. Okay, what do you think about wind? It reminds me of free spirits. Yes, wind, believe it or not, we call it an element, right? But believe it or not, wind has a consciousness of its own. Fire has a consciousness of its own. Water, all of it actually has consciousness of its own. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of tests that were conducted even with water, and just by you expressing an emotional state on this water, it changes. Okay, there's you can go back and check water experiments and you're going to see what I'm talking about. They all have spirits, absolutely. And please, sir, explain more about nutrition. How much to eat fruits, not seeds? So as much as you want. You're talking about the 9 days that I was talking about. Yes, you can eat as much as you want. There's no limit to how much fruit and seeds you can eat, or nuts. And I did check your comment on, I think you DM'd me earlier. You do definitely drink water in those 9 days while you're doing it. Absolutely. Okay. So, Big Hat says, hello, when I contacted with my higher self, start seeing violent, what that means. So, if you feel something violent happening, if you feel something that you're getting scared of, just let it play out. Nothing can hurt you, believe me, okay? Most of the time when you see pictures like that or images, it is just your higher self cleansing you pretty much of all the mumbo jumbo, if I may say, that have collected within you. That's all it is. Norway's here. Awesome. So baby girl is asking, what does it mean when you feel someone touch your feet and wake you in the middle of the night? Most of the time it's just a message that somebody is there and that they just want to make their presence felt. That's all it is. Nobody can hurt you. I wouldn't be concerned about it. Yes, cold turkey. Awesome, I like that. I stopped cold turkey 11 years ago. That's very good. And Rick is asking, I was asked to pray for someone else's spirit to move on and feel so blessed. I was asked. Awesome. And I take it that you did pray, Rick. And believe me, every time, what happens when you pray, it's the intention, right, that counts. And your intention here is very, very wonderful. It's very, very beautiful. And when you send that intention out there, yes, it will be received. Thank you for sharing that, Rick. So that spirit that moved on is actually, in a way, blessed to have you on this side praying for it. So, Moore's asking, hi friend, I haven't really gotten this manifestation business right. Something is wrong. So, Moore, thank you for your comment, by the way, but already the way you phrased it, you're expecting something to go wrong with it, okay? Manifesting actually, in linear terms, takes time, okay? So, having said this, yes, there are some of us that can manifest things really, really fast. There's some of us that take a little time longer. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? You just have to trust the process, just visualize it, and mostly feel it, okay? Because this is how it works. When you think of something, you are discharging an electrical charge. Your brain is electrical, okay? And then when you feel something, this is magnetic, okay? So first you discharge the thought like electrical, and then you bring it in by feeling it. Your emotions are like a magnet that pull it together. So trust the process, give it some time. You're not doing anything wrong, okay? Thank you for sharing this live. Anybody else want to share, go right ahead. And Rick said, but I don't know his name. How can I learn his name? So Rick, you really don't need to know the name in reality, because I'll tell you why. Because in reality, who we really are have no name, okay? So, like I said earlier, your intention is what counts, Rick, okay? A name is a man-given concept. We really don't have a name, okay? But if you must, just because it makes you feel better, okay, just meditate, close your eyes for like 5 to 10 minutes and ask it, what is your name? Okay, or ask him or her, okay, what is your name? And just trust the process, and the first name that comes up to you is the name that you should call this person that you want to move towards wherever you want to move them to. So, Miss Fancy is saying, I'd love to enhance my relationship with spirits to be able to communicate with the other side. So the best way to do it is, like I explained earlier, just be silent, be quiet. Thank you for sharing that. Be present in the moment, okay? And just visualize a spirit if you want, or sometimes you can just enter a room if you don't have any particular spirit to visualize, and you can close your eyes, and the first image that comes in your mind, whether male or female or animal or plant, doesn't matter, try to communicate with it. That's a good start there. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to do this. Awesome. I love that. Thank you, Miss PB. Camila's here. I have gotten a healing energy in me, but I don't understand how to embrace it in the right way. So the best way to embrace this healing energy is to connect it with the emotion of love. Okay? So let's say you want to heal someone or something, a pet. Just go near it. Sometimes you don't need to be near it, okay? Because distance doesn't matter. Distance doesn't exist in reality. Okay? You can just, let's say you have a person in mind, just visualize that person in good health already, okay? With a smile on their face, with a glow around them, you know what I mean? And just feel the love, okay? You don't need to love this person, you just connect with love. Find something that, you love yourself. And then as you connect with love, feel this love along with your healing energy just going towards that person, and you would be amazed at the results that you receive. If for whatever reason it doesn't work the first time, just keep doing it. Just trust the process. Baby girl, thank you. So Israel is in the house. I love all of you. Thank you very, very much for being here. And he is asking, is it my body that needs healing, or is it in the way I communicate my spirit with it? So your body, believe it or not, has an intelligence of its own. Your cells, believe it or not, are highly, highly intelligent. They know what to do at any given time. Just like when you were a kid, you grew up, you had nothing to do with the process. Your body knows what to do, okay? But having said this, you can direct healing towards your body just by feeling your energy, which is basically you. It's your spirit. Just feel it from the inside out, expanding maybe as far as you want it to expand. Doesn't matter. Just feel it like shining from the inside out, okay? That is going to create healing within you. Moore says, thank you so much, friend. You're more than welcome, Moore. Try it out, let me know, and just have patience, Moore. Miss PB says, I'm going now to do a little meditation. Camila, thank you for the duck. That's awesome. Some meditation, then try to connect with my dad or brother. I'll keep you posted. Awesome. Yes, do that. And at the same time, do not try too hard. Okay? You got to be nice and mellow. Just the fact that you want to try, don't put that limitation in your mind. Just let it be, and you will connect, believe me. Okay, Rick is saying thank you. Love you so much for your guidance. Thank you too, Rick. Thank you for being here. United Macedonia, is it true that there are specific energetic spots on the earth? Definitely, yes. There are certain energetic spots on the earth, but having said this, it doesn't really matter, because like I said before, distance doesn't really play a role. So as long as your intention is for you to connect with some spot on earth, or have an energetic charge from something. You can do it from anywhere you are. Okay, but yes, definitely there are energetic spots on Earth, and some of us, I get it, would like to go in there. So Rick is saying, I can speak for others, but I have to say this: you are such a blessing. Thank you, thank you. Rick, you're a blessing as well, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being such a great sport and sharing your experiences and your love with everybody. I love that. So Camila says, then I really did the right thing without even knowing it. Yes, you did. You did, Camila. Netherlands in the house again. Awesome. Thank you for connecting. Miss Fancy says, thank you. I appreciate your sharing your knowledge. Blessings to you. Blessings to you as well, Miss Fancy. Thank you. Camellia sent a duck. I love that. I love ducks. All right. Maja he from Sweden. Awesome. Sweden is in the house. And Maja is saying, I think I have cancer. So, Maja, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is whether or not you do have cancer, I don't want that to cause any ill effect in your mind. What do I mean by that? Don't let it bring you down, okay? When your body has something, it's just a message that your body is sending out to you. It's just telling you that there's something wrong in a particular spot and it just needs your attention. That's all it is, okay? So what I would do is I would focus on that particular spot and give it as much love and as much as energy as I can. Now, the best way to do it is focus on that particular spot if you know where you think that you have cancer, or if you don't, just in general, okay, feel a loving energy within your whole entire body and let it expand, let it exude. And the more time you spend alone in silence, the more healing you are going to receive, okay? So, don't be afraid. Get rid of fear, number one. Connect with love. Connect with silence. Have proper nutrition. What do I mean by that? You can even go check my video on the 9 days that I said, okay? Eat fruits, nuts, and seeds, okay? And drink lots of water, of course. And do these things and see what happens. You're going to be relieved and healed at the same time. Miss BB said, okay, I'll relax. Thank you for the advice. Yes, you're the best. Goodbye, everyone. And my friend, I'll let you know how I get on. Awesome. Thank you, Miss BB. You do it and let me know how it played out for you. Love you so much for your guidance. United Macedonia. Awesome. So Annie says, can I call in a master who's passed to work with me when I'm working? 1000%. You can call anybody you want, because like I've said before, everything is in the now. So the master that has passed is still in the now, believe it or not. Nobody has passed. He's the master that you're talking about is just in a different room, if you may. But yes, you can definitely call the master to work along with you. Yes, of course, always. We love your knowledge. Awesome. Saskatchewan is in the house. I love it. Love your energy. Love you guys too. Hello, hi. I love your teachings. Hello, my friend. Wow. A lot of hellos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as I was saying earlier, again, okay, we talk about spirits and souls. And I guess, you know, Halloween being around the corner just inspired me to do this live as well. I also posted a video on my TikTok just before I did this live, actually. And yes, what I was saying is that souls and spirits are everywhere, okay? It's not just within human beings or within animals. Plants and trees have souls, and you can also communicate with plants and trees. And they are just amazing, amazing, just as we are, okay? Because at the end, we are all one to begin with. So, any other questions that any of you might have, go right ahead. I got a new message here. That's awesome. Love and light from, okay. Camila's asking, can you explain how to move things with the mind? I had a spirit move my lighter the other day. That's awesome. So, there's multiple ways to move things with your mind. Okay. Um, One of my favorites is actually first to connect with whatever it is that you are trying to move. Don't try cold turkey on something, okay? Try to connect with the particular object and then just give it, not a command, okay? Just give it your intention. Basically tell it what you would like to see from it. Or sometimes don't even give an intention. Just connect with it and see what it does on its own. Good luck with it. Let me know how it plays out. Okay. How can we communicate with trees and plants? So like I said earlier, it's very, very easy actually. You just got to trust the process. You go up to a plant or up to a tree and you sit there. You observe it for a few minutes. You will see an aura, most likely in a white shape coming around it. That is actually its spirit. It's not its aura, but it's its spirit, its energetic signature that I like to call. And from there you can actually ask it a question out loud or in your mind. Doesn't really matter because language is not important here. We all communicate telepathically, okay? And then when you throw this question towards this plant or this tree, you will get a response. And even though this response might seem like it's your imagination, it is not. Just play along with it and see how it plays out with you. Okay. So I don't understand how to connect with an object. Is it the same as a person or spirit? Yes, it is. So the best way to connect with an object would be simply to observe it. Okay, I'll make it simple for you. Let's say you have a cup of whatever, or whatever's in front of you. Just look at it and observe it. By you being close to it, okay, and observing it, you are projecting your awareness to this cup. By you projecting your awareness, you are automatically raising its awareness. Now it automatically knows that you are in its vicinity. I know it's a little too much to grasp, but this is how it works. When it finally understands that you are in its vicinity and you give it an intention, it is going to follow through. It might take some time, but just follow the process and play with it. Alright, so on that note, I'm not going to keep you very long. Like I said, if you are not following already on TikTok, go right ahead and hit the follow button. You can also hit the notifications icon so every time I upload a video you can see me. You can also follow me on YouTube and Instagram because I do different things on different times, and I do upload most of these lives on YouTube to begin with, just so I don't lose them. Okay, and of course, if you want, you can also subscribe right here while I am live, because I think that is the only time you can do it. Are you Greek in nationality? Yes, I am. Thank you for asking. I believe we are internal spiritual beings having a human experience on the planet. 1000%. That's exactly how it's been played out. I've seen the face of Jesus from on the bark of a tree. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay. But what if it's hard to accept is all the pain and suffering taking place here? Well, all the suffering in place are actually here for us to grow and evolve. That's all they're here for. They're not to make you suffer. So United said, okay, sir, in some of your videos you said something about being a mentor or similar. I don't understand that. Okay, so mentor is basically, people were asking for mentorship, and that's what I was talking about. That yes, at some time in the near future, I am considering doing that. Mentorship pretty means one-on-one communication and helping one another out. All right, try it out. Let me know. So, what is your YouTube name? I can't subscribe through the link. Okay, so the YouTube name would be it's still unlimited you. On Instagram, it's unlimited_you. On YouTube, it would be unlimited you. Okay, try it out. Otherwise, you can maybe go on Instagram and see if you can hit the link from there. So the Instagram one is unlimited_you, and there I'm pretty sure there is a link for the YouTube as well if you hit the link tree. You're Greek as well. That's awesome. So on that note, Rick is asking, like always, thank you for your time and guidance. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you all for being here. Love and light to all, and no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for being here, and I love you all very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.